What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, back with the banger today, guys. And today I present to you guys and girls my battle belt. So you guys have been asking and requesting for me to do one of these videos on my belt and like what I usually use when I go out to the range and train. And you guys want to see more gear videos, and you guys killed it when it came to that EDC video I did recently. So I told you guys I was going to follow up with this type of video. And I'm not gonna lie, one of the reasons why I've been kind of delaying it is because I'm actually going to be in the process of probably upgrading this belt, this whole entire little system, within the next couple of weeks or month or so, because this is really like the first belt that I ever had just coming out the gate. And it's a very affordable belt that's for the most part held up and held its own, but I would like to have something more sturdy, more trustworthy at the end of the day. So at the same time, I'd rather have something than nothing. But when I'm able to actually get something better, I'm going to jump in and jump on that as soon as I can. And I'm kind of at that point now where I could do so. But with that being said, this is a very affordable belt. Some of you guys, you tactical, gurus out there maybe cringe a little bit because of how affordable it is and how the fact that majority of this stuff you can get off of Amazon right now. Some people will say that it's possibly just airsoft gear at the end of the day. Let me put it this way. I've been using it for about 6 months now and it's held up. Majority of the belt, but everything here for the most part is a very good Condora or nylon. And for the most part, it does what it needs to do, at least for me right now. But like I stated, I'll be upgrading it. And when I upgrade it to a more, I guess, expensive one, I'll do a video on that. But this is a very affordable one compared to what you could end up paying, down the pipeline. Without further ado, let's get straight into it though. Let's get it popping. So what we have here is a belt, and the company, of course, on this belt in particular is called Krydex. It is on Amazon. I will link down below in the description every single item that is available, because majority of these items you can actually get on Amazon, so it's very easy to get your hands on it. But this is a Krydex belt. It is buckled, has an inner Velcro belt on the inside. The black part right here you put inside your actual belt buckles, and then you slap this on top. I'm not gonna lie though, in the very beginning, even nowadays, like sometimes I just put the belt on over whatever I'm wearing. So if I'm wearing some pants or a hoodie and I just want to just have straight access to it, you can actually put this belt right around your body. It does not have to go through the belt loops. You just need to make sure it's tightened up, and for the most part, it's gonna stay and do what it needs to do. But one thing you could see, certain belts out there that are very, very sturdy, you can hold it up with one hand and the whole side will just stay up like this. This one, as you guys can see, has a little bit of, flexibility to it, which, I mean, it's pros and cons. Some people might want very sturdy belts. Me personally, as long as it stays on, that's what's more important for me, and it doesn't rip and all that. The reason why I like the flexibility a little bit here is because when you're moving around, it's not stiff, you feel me? At the same time, I do understand where some people may want a more rigid, sturdy belt. As I stated though, this is like something I'm using mainly more so on the range, but I do want to make something that like is I guess you could say like a battle belt war ready at the end of the day. But this holds up fine. Just stick with me, okay? Let's keep it going. And this belt, I think, is around like 48 bucks last time I checked. So the belt itself is about 50 bucks. Is gonna come with, of course, the inner belt, the belt and the buckle, all right here, which you can easily adjust, make tighter or loose depending on how tight you want it on. And for the most part, it holds up fairly well. Moving on, they also have, same company, magazine pouches. These right here was a dual pouch pistol right here, these two, bam. And then you have the regular magazine pouch here. I think this was like 19, this is 20. I'll put them on my left hand side, because on the right side, of course, is my pistol. And for the most part, it does what it needs to do. Comes out, goes in, and it doesn't drop. It's not dropping. They stay in pretty good. They're the same material as the belt. It has two like plastic panels on each side that kind of clamp on to the magazine and tighten up. So, I mean, for the most part, it's good. After numerous times of wearing out that material, could it loosen up to the point where it starts falling out? Possibly so. We have P320 mags, PDP mag, same thing. It pretty much fits any magazine out there that you need. I think I even have, let's try this out. This is a little bit different, but yeah, it can't fit that one. I'll show you what it can fit though, because I just tried it recently. It can fit KP9 mag. So it fits those Glock mags, all that fits fairly well. Magazine, you know, typical 5.56, 300 blackout. No, it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit a 308, so yeah, keep that in mind. Next up, moving around, they also have, so that's 19, 19, 20 each on those. The belt's 48, 50 bucks. So you're about $90 right there. Then you got your dump pouch, which typical, you know, you throw your mag, when you run out of mag or something, you can dump your mags in there, throw out in your trash and your, you know, magazine boxes. Usually when I'm out there loading up and I'm out in the range and my car's back there, trash can's back there, I don't want to go and constantly going back and forth. I just dump my goodies in there. Some people say they throw their goldfish in there, your snacks, whatever you want to do, you dump it in there at the end of the day and you're good to go. And then when you don't need it, you can fold it up and it's good to go. And yeah, forgive me, I'm gonna make some of you guys cringe, okay? Of course, this belt features the, I believe, is it Mole? Mole? I'm a new guy here, I'm a gun enthusiast. I'm learning my way around. Let's just look at the pronunciation so I don't get killed in the comment section.
Molly.
Molly? That's it?
Molly.
That can't be, it's not Molly, bro. Is it Molly, like the drug? It is. Molly. Okay, well, I thought it was Molly. It's Molly. Molly, okay, that's even easier for me. So Molly. Molly is featured all around this belt, and that is how each of these magazines, as well as the dump pouch, is connected. Even moving on to my med kit. Next up, we have a med kit, and this is from Everlit. You guys have definitely made some jokes about this med kit because it is extremely big. It's not heavy though, but it is pretty big, okay? It's a dump truck, okay? The reason why I went with a big overall kit on the back, I have a smaller one, I do. But the reason why I like to carry this one on here because, once again, as I stated, when I'm out at the range, I'm not that close to my car. So if anything ever happens while my car's here, I'm shooting way out there or something, I don't have time probably to get back to the car and get into my bag or, you know, any of that nature. That something bad can happen. So I need something on me that's a little bit bigger than some cuts and boo-boos at the end of the day. So that's why I keep this one on me. It's not heavy at all. It is big looking, but it's not like heavy, okay? And this is from Everlit. I want to say this was like 68 bucks or something like that. And people will definitely recommend, a lot of people in the, you know, gear world will recommend building out your own med kit. Some come pre-packaged as well. I watched several videos on what you should use to buy or, you know, to build your own. And I kind of just found one that came with all those things. And that's what I went with at the end of the day. Right here on the flip side, when you open it up, you got several like gauzes and tape and ace bandages, you know, for any sprains or anything like that. Keep it right there, some gauzes and some tape. You also got a marker right here, and you got a tourniquet. The marker, tourniquet go hand in hand, you know, when you want to write down the time that you put that on there to keep time of everything. You got some disinfectant type of wipes right here, alcohol prep pads. You got scissors. You got a emergency compression bandage, some more triangle bandage, and then you got a compressed gauze Z folded marker there. You also got some more gauzes and an emergency thermal blanket. You got also some more bandages, some typical like boot cuts and boo-boos, alcohol pads and all that as well. And that is about it in there. And then last but not least, you got, this is a splint. So if you end up breaking a bone or something of that nature, you have that there. So I mean, it comes with all the necessities that I see needed if a terrible, God forbid, accident were to occur. I would have enough on me at that time to try to hold off on something so that I can call out for help, or get in the car and head to the hospital, God forbid. But that's why at the end of the day, we practice safety so that we never have to run into that. But it's always good to be prepared at the end of the day because you never know what you may run into. So yeah, that is that. And it's fairly easy how it just zips back up. Got my marker right here. So we'll set this for last. I know y'all want to look about this, but on the belt we have a Black Hawk, and this is like a little drop. It's like a low anchor. It's not directly on from the Omnivore. It's a little bit dropped, so you have a little bit of length that goes down below, and that is then connected to a I want to say this is a Safariland as well. Safariland QSL, the fork as they was calling it. I had to do a little bit of jerry rigging because the Black Hawk and this do not always go hand in hand. So I had to do some at-home jerry rigging to get this thing to actually work, but it's working now. So this is the QLS mount right here. That is the female part, and then the fork part right here, you put that on your Omnivore. And as I stated, this works well, but this did not go in with this. This is a Black Hawk, and the Omnivore is a Black Hawk. So it's kind of weird that two Black Hawk items do not mesh correctly. I don't know. It was maybe because it's Safariland and Black Hawk. I don't really know, honestly, guys. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think now that I remember, I don't know if the Omnivore connects with this Black Hawk mount, and that's why I went with the QLS. I can't, just forgive me for that, right? But this is the system. The other reason why though I went with this is for this. You know how like when you are looking for something that disappears and then as soon as I stop recording it pops up? Well, that's what's probably going on right now. But I have a Ragnarok from T-Rex Arms P320 out of the waistband holster, and it also features one of these. So you can easily take out and put different holsters with the QLS mount. So all you need is this, and then you buy your other mounts that you need, your other holsters out there that you need, and you buy more of these forks, and you can easily slap these on your different holsters, and then all you gotta do is slide it in like that, and to get it off, you just press those little edges, you pull it right back out. So fairly easy there. But, and I bought the P320 one because that was one of the guns that I run a lot. I might end up getting a Glock one as well. I utilize the Omnivore for pretty much every other one, but for guns that I know that I'm going to be using a lot, I usually go and get a dedicated holster for that gun. And I'm going to check out some Safarilands a lot more moving into 2024. But yeah, I got a Ragnarok for the P320. I'm going to get a Ragnarok for the Glock very soon, so that I can start having more dedicated. But the fact that I use so many guns, I shoot so many guns with different reviews, the Omnivore definitely comes in handy when doing so. I think the Omnivore is about 50 or so as well. Now, why the Omnivore? Well, the Omnivore is a different type of holster. It's kind of a universal holster, and it's universal because its connection is due to the light that is used and not the actual gun. It is retention based off of a Surefire X300, and that's the X300A. Make sure you remember that. Not the X300B, which is, the X300B is the screw one. The A is the one that is with the quick release little right there. So you can easily put it on there and then put it in, and it's not moving. You know, it's pretty stuck in there. And to get it out, you press down here with your thumb and you pull it out. And you know, certain guns, you could see here, you could get a finger in there. You know, certain guns have that issue, certain guns do not. You got this one right here. This is a P226. You guys can see it goes in a little bit more deeper, and you can pull it out. So that is something to keep in mind as well, because I know a lot of people are very, you know, want to get a holster that's not revealed too much. On certain guns it does. This one right here, you can't put your hand in there, so you're good to go. I just now, though, like I stated before, have started to use this with this particular one, so definitely something to just keep in mind. But I'm not using this for competition. I'm not using this to shoot fast or anything. It's just to carry a gun on me when I am doing a review, having easy, you know, in and out access. So it works with any gun that has the X300 on it. And that's why you might see me with a lot of X300s on every single review, because I'm slapping that light on so that I can use my holster to go along with it. And it's good. I mean, I wouldn't use it for competition. I wouldn't use it for duty. So if I was a guy, if you're a cop or you're on some sort of duty, or you really need it for a very serious situation, I'm not recommending this. You get a holster dedicated to the gun that you're trying to use. That's what I'm going to tell you to do at the end of the day. But for this particular situation, if you're somebody who goes to the range and you got tons of different guns out there and you just want to, you know, draw and you want to practice on all that, and you are shooting so many different guns out there, then I can recommend the Omnivore for that, because you can have one holster that's going to be working with every single one of your guns as long as you have the X300 on it. And there's also, see that one, like sometimes it's like it hit different. Keep that in mind. But if you do put this one, it's not going to work. It's not going to fit. So keep that in mind. With something else along with this. Comes with different thumbs lengths as well, and it was something else. Oh yeah, and the other thing is that they feature with the Omnivore, they feature one for the X300 from Surefire, and they also feature ones for Streamlights, I believe 7A, the 7A and the TLR or TLH. I don't know the name of it because I don't own one of them, but I'm going to own one soon because I actually like them. But they feature ones that are meant for those lights from Streamlight as well. Going back to the holster and the plate right here though, you got that. And I have here a T-Rex Arms leg strap. Love the T-Rex Arms leg strap. It's definitely needed, in my opinion, when you're going with this, because if you're just having it out and when you try to pull your gun and it may be something it's gonna pull off from your body, and instead having that strap is gonna keep the gun up against your hip so that you can see how I already did that wrong. So having it on the leg is like having another leg, like another arm on that holster to pull out straight on out. If you don't have this on, you're trying to pull out like this, it's like it's gonna flare out to the side. So I think that it's pretty good in the end of the day. So this is overall what I've been utilizing. It's been working for me. I've been using it for build drills. You might see, I might play some clips from me shooting with the Atlas. Every single gun that I pretty much have thrown this light on, it works with it, and it's overall pretty good overall. Very affordable. It's tested its time, a couple months now. Am I saying get this and then go off to fight in a war or something? I don't know how it's gonna handle it that way, but if it's something that you're trying to go to the range, you're trying to practice with, you're trying to learn how to dry fire, you're trying to learn how to do build drills, you wanna do all that, yes. If it's something you're trying to do a competition shooting, I mean, right now, that's all I got. So if I wanted to do a USPA, yeah, I'll use this right now, but I would definitely invest, like I am going to invest in something better. But it's better to have something than nothing. That's how I look at it at the end of the day. If you can't afford, you know, a $300-400 belt system, because they can get expensive like that, I recommend getting something. Some people will tell you, man, don't spend nothing, buy once, cry once. Like, I get that concept and I'm all for it. But you know, if I would just listen to everybody out there at the end of the day, you'll be running out there with nothing because you can't afford the things that people are trying to tell you to get. So I personally, maybe I'm wrong for thinking this way, but me personally, like, I'd rather have people have something, you know. If you're trying to get we'll do a plate carrier next, a chest rig next. Like, I spent on my chest rig, I think 100, the plate carrier was like $200-300, right? Very expensive, you know, cool. I like it. I'm happy I invested in Pride once, right? The next person watching this video might not got $300. They got to take care of bills. So should they just not get no plate carrier at all? Or should they go and buy the $50-60 one on Amazon, you know, and use that for the time being? First and foremost, you need to get plates. Plate carrier with no plates, you might then that you're wasting money. If you ain't got no plates and you want something like a plate carrier, get a chest rig. If you got plates, but you ain't got $300-400 for a plate carrier, then I'm gonna tell you, go get a 50, 60, 100, you know, 80, whatever you can find on Amazon for the time being, at least. Don't use it forever because it's gonna rip on you. It's definitely gonna rip. But that's how I'm thinking. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section, but that's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Build yourself up. But if you like this video, hit the like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we will be back for more, okay? I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.